I see one person's done made it to the live stream I constructed. What's going on with you? Hopefully, more people get the notification. I'll wait a little minute to see how many other people actually get the notification. What's going on with you, man? I'm just trying to. I'm going out of the blue. I ain't been on a live stream in a minute, especially solo by myself. So I figure we at the end of the year, and next year will be coming in a matter of moments when you really think about it. And there's a lot of new things that will be coming to Tucumcari. You know, a lot of oldies and they definitely goodies are coming back. To make their appearance on the channel, and it'll be a new mixed up twist to it. Okay, yeah, you definitely got to put your playbook together, especially for this new coming year. Out with the old, in with the new. We got that all the time going on in our life. It's always something that's done ran its course. Oh, Peoria, okay. Matter of fact, you ain't too far from where if you listen to Double R, he's out of Springfield, Springfield, Illinois. So yeah, like I was saying, it's gonna be some little added little twist and some extra, new interviews that I'll probably do coming in 2019, and then I'll actually have some what's his post name on the channel. He the his series goes by Hustling, but I call him Double R because that's his nickname in the streets, but the actual series is Hustling, and as essentially he's covering a hustler's perspective on how he looks on things within life. you know Man, it looked like you might have seen it. Well, he got a whole playlist. So like, if you're on your computer, you go to desktop, or I mean, I think you can on your phone. You go to my main page, and then you hit the playlist, and you scroll through the playlist. If you see Hustling, he he got some maybe three or four different playlists. And click on one of them, you get to hear his perspective on his aspect of game, because that's what it is. Essentially, my channel is covering different aspects of game from different walks of life, from a female aspect of whatever way she's involved with considering game, whichever areas of game. I got all those different aspects. Then I got the professional level. If you look at the if you look at my main page, I actually had a good dialogue with Judge Joe Brown, me and Pimp and Ken, in the Lions Den. And matter of fact, when it comes to Ken got his talk show going. Hey, go check that out, Creator Network TV. Go check out everything he's doing over there. It's uplifting as it is uplifting over here. That's something to go check out as well. And if you're in the Dallas area, go to I want to say it's Big T's and check out his store. Make a purchase out of there. He got all kind of different things that you can purchase. Yeah, that one they did about the Me Too movement and everything. That was pretty good. I advise everybody to go check that out in their spare time. When you got that downtime, you're like, man, well, I need something to listen to while I'm making this long trip to wherever. Go to Creator network TV, and check out what Ken got going on. Matter of fact, go to Ken's YouTube site as well, Pimpin' Ken. Type that in the search box. And if you ain't picked up any of his material, hey, this is the Christmas season. Pick up one of his books or audio books, and if you already got it, pick it up for a loved one that's kind of struggling in some areas and gift it. That'd be a perfect gift for someone that's struggling to figure something out. Yeah, so matter of fact, I mean, I know if you're familiar, Shad, I usually talk with on here. He's my people. He handles my IG for Tuku.com, but I'm not particularly sure yet if he's got that straight yet. So I'm gonna have to check in with him and see if he's got the Tuku.com IG set up. Because to me, I'll say it like this: when it comes to Facebook or when it comes to IG products, me personally, I don't want to personally deal with any of their products. So, if you like, oh, Rick, why ain't you got no IG or you ain't got no Facebook? Because I got something about uh, Mark Zuckerberg's products. I'm not cool with it. So if anybody say, "Oh, Rick got this other page," the only official page that I got, and that's ran by Shah, that's my people. That's the only thing I got out there for Tuku to kind of post, whatever videos that I have on YouTube onto that particular channel. And any other channels I had Vine, but that's no longer. And the Google Plus, that's no longer either. I actually have Patreon, but I haven't took time to set that up like it should. But from what I can see, you can post content on there, and actually you can, you know, become a subscription holder. So I post content that is kind of unlike the content that's on YouTube, and you can actually, you know, I had to set a certain dollar amount, but just like you got Netflix and Hulu and all these other places, you can have a subscription to certain content that's not available on YouTube. But I just haven't, really dived into that to set that up. Fresh out the West, what's going on with you? What's good with you? Yeah, you definitely gotta get his book. Like I said, get his book for yourself, or like I said, people that you feel that's lacking in some areas, or someone that just needs some reading material that's different than the usual that they don't picked up. Pick that up. Put it into someone's their library that they got going, even if it's a DVD that he got, that he's selling. Pick that up. Best $20 you could spend on yourself or your loved one or your kin folks or whoever it may be. Okay, yeah, you gotta. Hey, if you gotta check in with them people, hey, go do that. You don't want to miss no dates like that because they'll definitely be checking for you then. You don't want none of that. You want to be off paper. Yeah, it's most definitely worth it to share knowledge. I mean, that's what's missing in a lot of cases. That's why I started this particular channel because I mean, I remember coming up in the age where you can go to certain people's houses and there be gatherings and everybody be posted up on a nice, spring summer day. Everybody got their chariots out and all the pharaohs is fellowshipping. But them days are kind of they're still here, but not like how it used to be. So I figured everybody got some type of mobile device in their pocket, or they got a tablet or something of that type of matter, even if it's someone that's still sitting at the desktop. You know, they take time out their life. Maybe they dropping their kids off. Maybe they dropping they one of their family members off to dialysis, whatever it may be. You got some downtime to get something to put on your mind to make you think, to make you get a grander perspective on how to tackle these obstacles that's constantly being rewritten within this matrix we're in America. Okay, I haven't heard about him. I'll definitely check that out. Matter of fact, let me put that in the notes, and I'll go look that up and see where they're coming from. I always check out different people. I may not comment on they joints, but I definitely will check that out to see, what's going on with them. Let me see. Notes, notes, notes. Yeah, this is a rarity. I usually never go on at this particular time, but I figured, hey, why not try something different? I ain't been on in a minute. Usually when I do go on, I go on with old school, or, you know, if you done seen, I go on with King Righteous a lot, and he got a lot of game to impart. Let me see. I see the comments is rolling. I'm still trying to write this down. I'll get right to him. Okay, let me see. What's it saying? What's it saying? So many people want to play. Keep it to myself. Yeah, in some instances, you got to keep, certain intelligence to yourself because, with some certain individuals, I'll say it like that. Okay, you came up in a very time. Yeah, see, I feel where you coming from. Exclusive. We used to have like you said, mama pop shops. Little candy stores, or someone that you knew that knew, not knew, but owned a particular establishment and didn't have a problem with people hanging out and fellowship and things like that. There was a brother, back in the day, it was a 7-Eleven around this way, and people at a certain time of night would just come in there and post up all night when they was on staff, and everybody after the clubs or whatever would just be out there, and be all different kind of traffic coming in and out, and be all different kind of interactions. But like I said, them kind of days is kind of gone now. You get to being in a certain area a certain amount of time, you know you get that issue from them people like, what are you doing? I mean, you've been here too long. You get that type of approach. So now that I feel that we got these phones and all these different ways to communicate, not even phones, you can get on your gaming system, you get on your smart TV and watch and listen to various different intelligence on the internet. But not all platforms are created equal. When I say platforms, people you listen to, some people are saying this, some people make a thing about, they do comedy. I like to keep it light. I'll say it like this. I'll keep it light. Like if you ever tune in to listen to old school, he keeps it light, but he's also giving you the realness. And I know he hasn't been on in a while, and I'm supposed to network with him to get on some more with old school, because he's giving that old school perspective. But I like to keep it light. I like to laugh. I keep it to me like how you figure. You remember if you watch Goodfellas, you got Tommy, and they're all at the table and they all gangsters, but they all chopping it up, and he's making everybody laugh, and Henry, he gets to laughing a little bit too much, so he's like, hey, okay, now you find me funny, but what's funny about me? He gets real serious because that's almost like pulling his car to see which way he'll go with it, And every now and then we got moments in our life where we have to do that just to see like where are they really coming from. Because it's like you gotta test them because you figure. Think how the end of that movie went. When Henry got caught up and his woman threw away the rest of the thing that could have made him still be alive. He had to pull out the ET finger. Well, he didn't have to pull it out, but he pulled out the ET finger. And all the people that been there for, forever, having his back in the day, when they say, "Do you see Wooty Wooty Woo in the courtroom?" Would you point them out? And the ET finger came out like, "Hey, him over there and him over there." That's why, things in life, people, you gotta test them. You gotta give them information and see if that information will spread, even if it ain't the truth. I'm like, okay, I'm hearing this back out in the street. Where's it coming from? Well, I only told this person. So it gots to be that person. They're the weak link. That means I can't trust them to a certain degree. Maybe I need to eliminate them totally out of my circle. Yeah, most definitely, Cadillac, Jay, just because it's real. A lot of people overlook that. They just think, oh well, he was giving him a business. No, he was really testing him. When you think about it, he was really testing him. You know, and that's why he was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Like, okay, let's back up. You're fucking with me, because if he had a went any other way, it's like, okay, he don't prove that he's the weak link versus the dude that was coming at him like, hey, this you owe me four fucking big ones, embarrassing them in front of everybody. Like, yeah, you got an outstanding bill, and you really ain't shit. Basically, bringing that type of coming to him like that. That's why he treated him like he did. Because it's like, do you really know who you fucking with? I'm not no nothing ass motherfucker where you could just embarrass me in front of my people like that. Let me see. Yeah, far as double R, yeah, if you go to my main page on my channel, if you scroll through the playlist, it should say Hustling like series 1, series 2, and you'll be able to, check out is me and him conversating, about whatever he feels about whatever the topic is we're talking about. But like I do when I interview people, it's not about me. Basically, this channel is not about me. It's about putting the spotlight. To me, I look at myself as Johnny Carson. Johnny Carson had people on his show to highlight what they're doing and what their works are, what people appreciate about them. I just try to bring out the best out of the people that I'm, choosing to have on my platform. So if anything, when I'm talking like right now, it's to me, I'm the dude that, like, if we're fellowshipping out in the world, if this was the world versus the internet, we're out on the block and everybody's adding their part in, and I'll add my 2 cents in. I know where everybody's coming from, but it's not for me to lead with what's going on. I just sparked a conversation like, well, what about this? Well, I done seen this, and like I could that resonates with me, and then everybody gets to jumping off what they don't went through. That's what I do. That's what I provide. Matter of fact, when it comes to blood, that's another thing. Sometimes you have people that are totally not blood that can be more closer than blood ever can be. I got a blood cousin that we grew up like brothers and everything. But when we made it to, I say, our mid 20s, we had to go different routes. He was taking a route that wasn't, should I say, it was almost like a Henry route. Like, okay, I can't own up to the shit I'm doing, so I'm gonna try to put this off on one of my family members because they squeak clean like the board of health. But I was brought up, if you did something and you fucked up, you fucked up. You don't put it off on nobody else. So for that reason, I had to cut ties with that particular family member. I'm quite sure it's people that understand that type. Like, man, I done had, my people, or my boy done had a cousin or some brother or half brother that done did them dirty, and they just had to, hey, I don't got no problem with how you living your life, but I can't have you around my situation, even if we was brought up to be like brothers or were brothers or whatever the situation may have been. So like I said, like yeah, I mean, everybody done had arguments. Everybody done had situations where things wasn't cool. But like I said, if I don't feel like dealing with someone, I don't have nothing negative to say about them. The only I'll say it like this: the only time I have something negative to say if someone says something negative about me, if I don't want to deal with someone because whatever they may be doing, I just stop dealing with them. I think that's what most people usually do. But we as black folks, when we hear someone speaking ill and you know you didn't incite anything to come at you like that, you gotta kind of defend yourself. And a lot of people are like, man, you gotta look the other way. It's like that instant kick in, like, man, no, I know I've been straight up. So for you to come at me like that, I gotta have rebuttal. But you live and you learn, and when you live and you learn, you just gotta take on a different course of actions. Okay, you said you had a cousin would consider closer than a brother and show his face and her for what it really was. Had to separate, most definitely. And then what's so crazy is like, man, it just make you wonder like, okay, when were you fake the whole time or what? Because it's like, man, we've been, I'm hungry. I break out the last piece of my bread to get you what you need, or you kind of hurting over here. I'm trying to scrape up what I got left, what I was gonna put on myself and give it to you, and then one day you wake up and then you do this to me. I'm like, man, I mean, they do that though because it's like, okay, he's not gonna do me like someone in the street would. Because you figure family tries to do you the most dirtiest because they figure, well, they love me. They I can take their kindness for weakness, and they're not gonna do anything to me. Versus if this is someone stomped down in the street, they're gonna try to take my head off. It ain't gonna be none of this. Why'd you come at me like that or whatever? It's gonna be on some old other shit. Okay, you said there was surveillance cameras in the area, but the court held the footage. Let me see. Downtown Indianapolis, 13 get stopped. Bristol, battery, police did not. Man. Well, I say this. I done found this out. I remember it was this brother I knew from back in the day, and he had just got back out. And when he got out, I'm downtown riding, and he's riding. And through our downtown in Minneapolis, they got a lot of cameras up and things. But what a lot of people don't know, they got mics up too. And dude, he's like, oh, what's up? And I'm like, what's up? But then he got to talking reckless. He got to talking about some things that people don't talk about this off gate. I'm like, I don't know you like that to talk like that. So when he started talking like that, I'm like, you speaking a different language. So I don't understand what you're saying. So when basically like he wasn't getting the answers he was getting, he just pulled off. But that should be red flags to a lot of people. When people get to talking to you about certain business that, maybe you were, tipping in, or, maybe they know some of your people was tipping in, but they get to talking to you like, oh, we just talked about this and you just now seeing them. Nah, that's a flag right there. Like, no, you speaking another language. I don't understand. Me no speak of the English, man. That's how I get on them. That's how everybody should get on people that try to come to you like that. Because to me, it's like they're trying to get someone in a dragnet. You see, yeah, and I advise that too. And in this day and era, write a book. You don't have to be okay. I gotta be this person that's been looked at as whatever. You could write. Anybody can write a book. Anybody can be an author. Anybody can do something that's positive that's gonna help somebody else. I mean, you figure we got all these. We're in a generation of social platforms. So be it if you're big on IG, if you're big on Facebook, you know uh just whatever information and intelligence you got that you feel that nobody else got, or nobody's walked the walk that you have walked. It's all types of people that's will be loving to read your story and maybe can actually help someone. I applaud that. That's what people should do. When I hear someone say, man, I got a book, or you know I'm doing something that can help someone, I'm gonna try to show that to the masses. Like, it was a brother. He hasn't been on in a while. His name's Kenya Fair. Matter of fact, he's on IG, and he works in leathers. And he makes a lot of leather products. Like, just like people like to go to Louis Vuitton and all these different type of places to get certain apparel. The Louis Vuitton belts and all this. This is a brother making this, and it's actual genuine leather. So I figured, hey, you on my show, I'll let you call in and we chopping it up, and you provided your IG page. What you doing, I'm gonna promote that. I want brothers to spend with brothers. I mean, sorry, we got enough places where we spend with the other folks, but actually something that, man, this brother made this custom for me. This is totally custom to how I like it. It's not the one that's all on the shelf. Everybody got that. You're gonna see this somewhere else. No, it's totally custom to whatever you want. Like, okay, I got this gold fit I'm trying to wear with this black. I need this accent. I need my name embroidered on that. He can do that, and I promoted that when he actually, when I was doing the call-ins, and I don't even know which live stream that was, but one of those back live streams that I did. Matter of fact, Old School was on it. He actually called in and was chopping it up. Matter of fact, his brother out of St. Louis. Yeah, and I advise it, Kenya Fair. If I find his link again, I gotta find his link. I go through one of my phones. I post his link, and if you got it, you can post it up within this right now. Yeah, I do call-ins every now and then. Every now and then I do call-ins, to get someone actually, back and forth conversing, if that's what people want to do. I done had, females, put up their number, and I done called them and chopped it up with them. People asking questions. I do it like that too. I just don't do it rarely because a lot of people, I guess they figure, well, Rick don't got the showing his face up. To me, I'm not a Madonna. I'm not a Madonna mug where I gotta be vain and showing my face. And I done already went into certain reasons why I don't do that. But I will be making some professional videos. But just doing the straight YouTube video on it, like I said, I'll put it like this. When you see people do lives, a lot of people think, well, the video's starting to break up. You start seeing their face block up and everything. It's not blocking up because the video is distorting. It's blocking up because they're mapping your face. Just like you figure those Snapchats filters where it puts the little dog and the tongue and all that, is mapping your face for other nefarious reasons. But far as when you do a video, an actual video, that's a little different process to how the computer handles it. It's like you'll see those run smooth because it's pre-recorded, but when it's actually like a live video, they're mapping your face. Just think of how Facebook is called. It's called Facebook. It's booking your face. Just like when you go to jail, turn left, turn right, face forward. It's booking your face, so they got your identity locked in. That's the main reason why I didn't like Facebook. It didn't operate like any other social platforms to me. That's why I was never feeling it. But I'm not knocking anybody that does it. I hear a lot of people say they have it to reach out to they kin folks. And I guess that's a good thing if you ain't got no other way or means to do that. But I'm just me myself. I'm not with it for that particular reason. Yeah, matter of fact, it's another live stream. I gotta find it, but they go into how these intelligent agencies they basically data mine all people putting up all these videos, and basically, like, even with me talking, it's voice prints. They print your voice essentially, like, okay, he's speaking like this. we're mapping his voice. Just like when I want to say, is it Alexa? Any of those little smart devices. To me, back in the day when I was a little kid, when it was those little devices, they called them bugs, where they're listening to you. But now they're willingly having people put them in your homes. Oh, $20, you can get one of these Alexas. You can say everything. They're recording all your conversation. You forget about that thing, be talking about the wildest stuff, and they hold all that data. So let you get into some situation, and then they go back to all them records, and then they use it all against you in a court of law. No, I'm good. I don't want any of that. It's bad enough we got phones that can halfway do some of that kind of stuff, but you got these smart TVs, and if you ain't really checking into these functions to turn on certain things, these things could be your downfall. And you think, oh man, what you call it, on snitched on me and on did whatever. No, it's these devices that you ain't really researching, that's doing you dirty. So you gotta kind of, if you're getting that kind of technology, you gotta, okay, I'm thinking about getting this. What are the things that I can do to prevent this kind of stuff from happening, so I don't be running into those situations later down the road. Right, most definitely. It's like tapping your house. Like I don't know people that done had, the cable companies like, oh, you need cameras on your house. Well, I done found people done caught cases like that. Okay, they got all these people running through traffic, coming through their house, and it's recording it all the time. You're not just getting that; the cable people's getting that. And if someone wants to subpoena all that footage, they can, and then use it against you. Well, it shows this person popped up at your house this time. Y'all was talking about this around the mics. We got all that. We're using all that in the court of law to convict you. But people don't think about that. You got to think about that. That's not a convenience, it's an inconvenience. Now, if you're going to get some cameras in your crib, get a closed circuit where you control all that data. No, it ain't going out through no cloud where someone else can look at what's going on in your humble abode. That's what I advise. But you see, this type of video, I'm quite sure what I'm talking about right now, it's not going to get any views, once it reposts. I'm like, man, he's telling brothers ways not to be caught up. That's good. I mean, that nobody wants to be caught in some stuff that they shouldn't be caught into. That's why I'm saying these are the things you need to be concerned about. Another one, I'll put another one out there. People, I used to love Cadillacs. I used to love them to death. Matter of fact, the last newest Cadillac I had was a DTS. I had it all tricked out, everything. It had Vogues and chrome Cadillac wheels and everything. But the DTS, it has OnStar. I'm riding one day and the OnStar lady comes on like, yeah, how can I help you? I'm like, I didn't call for you. Why are you coming on? That means it's a mic in there. That OnStar is a mic, so they can hear everything saying. It's automatic GPS in there. I know you done seen countless stories where they're running from the police. Oh, and they caught up with the car and they automatically turned it off during traffic, and they got you. No, I don't want nothing like that. I got a Cadillac and it's back from the 70s, and they didn't have any of that technology in it. Some of this technology is a double-edged sword. Yes, it's convenient. Oh, I done caught a flat. I ain't got my cell phone on me. I just hit this button and they'll know my location to change my flat. No, I can wait to get a ride or see someone to, help hopefully hook me up. Or I put myself in a position. I know I'm going cross country. I make sure I got a well aired up spare to, weather this storm, or whatever little toolbox I need to, make sure I'll be good until I get some, other kind of help. But that tracking and all that, I'm good. Matter of fact, my cell phones, if I'm going somewhere and I don't want my location tracked, even though they say we turn it off and we're not tracking you, buy a cloak. They sell them on eBay. They probably sell them on Amazon. It's a phone cloak, an actual cloak. You put your phone in there and knocks the signal out. And then wherever you finally get and you want to use your phone again, you pull it back out and you get to use it and text and do whatever. I see that's another thing that's people are caught up. Like, I'm chopping it over my guy yesterday, And this dude's totally in his phone. He about to swerve over and hit my Lexus and tear my Lexus up because he's looking at the phone. These youngsters are zombies to that. I won't even say youngsters because there's some old folks that be on a zombie tip behind the wheel texting, doing like 75 on the freeway and trying to send that message, swerving into the left lane and things, you know. So people just need to get a better grasp on that. Yeah, them like I said, them Alexis, even Siri, you know, all these little different listening devices, they're the downfall of people. People think, oh, okay, it can pull up this for me. It can play this music. You could do that all yourself, but they want you to think about it like this. They call them smartphones, they call them smart TVs, but actually it's dumbing you down. This black psychiatrist put me up on this. He's like, think about it, man. He's like, just think like what actual number do you actually remember? Like it was a day when you could remember all kind of numbers. Oh, this was my one cousin's number. I know that off the top of his head. Oh, my aunt number. I know her number off the top of my head. Now you try to be like, I don't know no numbers because they're all saved in your phone. All you got to do is hit their face. Okay, it's their face. Just like think about it, like in McDonald's or Burger King. You know, people got so dumbed down that, or I won't say dumbed down, but they was hiring people that didn't know how to count, so they just, okay, this is the burger. You put this for this meal or number two or number one. You just hit the picture instead of doing the work of counting, you know, how much money it is for this particular order and how much money you're getting back versus, okay, this is how much you're supposed to give them back. No, it was a day when people actually did these calculations, but now they're removing that, so that's dumbing you down. You know, so that's more opportunity to get you worked and done over and done wrong. If you ain't doing these simple calculations that used to be simple, now it's like, man, I don't got no scratch paper. I mean, you still got a calculator on your phone. I mean, you still can pull that part up to figure out, you know, what you need to figure out. But to me, the smart means is dumbing you down, especially the smart TV, smart cars. Think about smart cars. They're tracking you. Yeah, most definitely voice recognition. They know it's like you pick up the phone, like, okay, he's calling this person. Or think about it like this, like say you don't had an interaction with someone that's on something. Them databases is okay, this person done call this person. Well, since he all called this person, let's see who else this person is tracked to, even though they're not even looking at you. But since this person of their interest been communicating with you, it's like it spreads. It's almost like a disease, a STD. You don't talk to the person that they looking at. So now you don't talk to them. So they looking at everybody through your contacts, and maybe they might come up with somebody, you know? It's so cold. Brother, he's Caucasian, but he, you know, he's cool. Like we've been cool for years. He told me some cold ass shit that I know most brothers ain't never heard nothing like this. He's like, man, this dude he knows was doing time for, you know, some big cases of getting caught up with some dope or whatever. He said they came to him and was like, hey, we'll let you out. You just got to give us somebody. So he said, okay, well, I gave you some people that, you know, killed people. They said, we don't want those kind of people. We want the people that in here for what you're doing. So essentially, it ain't about nobody if someone unkilled somebody or something like that and actually did someone wrong. We don't want those. We're not getting promotions for that. We want people that we can get promotions for for following the money trail. We ain't getting no money trail for someone that done took someone's life. So that lets you know right there, you know, what that system's about. It's all about money. We want promotions. We're collaring a bigger felon or something. You know, it's crazy. Let me see. Let me back up because I've been talking. I ain't been seeing some of y'all's comments. Let me see. Yeah, Eagle Eye. That's a good movie. Yeah, that Enemy of the State with Will Smith. That's a good movie. Like I said, I always stress it in. I know it'd be different people listening at different lines, but it's one that's good that you should check into. Even if you have to click off this particular video to look it up, look up Hit with Billy D. Williams. They don't never talk about this movie. I'm quite sure you ain't seen it. It's called Hit with an explanation point at the end of it with Billy D. And matter of fact, Richard Pryor's in it. Billy D is actually like a CIA agent. You know, everything's going smooth until his young daughter, someone sells his daughter's boyfriend some heroin and she overdoses. So he wanted to, basically kill dude, but then he started to think like, it ain't the little dude's just a little dealer. I want to go up to the chain of command of the people who's providing this at the top. The people that he worked for, the CIA, they like, hey, no, you can't touch them. You can fuck with all these little people that are of your same color in the streets, but you can't touch them big wigs or them big families and things like that. And he's like, I ain't having it. So he put together a team of people that were specialized in certain things, and they actually eliminated all those people at the top. But see, they don't want nobody to think like that. Like, wait a minute, you talking about something that's putting certain kind of ideas in people's head. That's why that movie has probably never been promoted like it has. I stumbled upon it just, looking at DVDs and Barnes and Noble. I'm looking at DVDs. I'm like, I ain't never seen this DVD. And I just picked it up and watched it. When I seen it, I'm like, man, I'm gonna try to put people on this to watch this. I mean, everybody watch the Mac. I watch the Mac too. The Mac's cool, but you need to watch movies like that, or The Spook That Sat Behind the Door. The Spook That Sat Behind the Door, that's another good one. I advise you to look that one up. That's an actual good movie right there as well. It's like I don't want to hear about people, being put behind a clock from something that, if someone put something on their head and was real serious about it and kind of gave a playbook of reasons why not to do certain things, hey, I want to hear less stories about, someone getting incarcerated about something. I don't want to incite nobody to get caught up or anything like that. To me, that means you're doing a disservice. When you think about a lot of people that do certain things on YouTube, they do things to make fun of people and talk down on them. The only time, if you've ever heard me talking ugly, because someone talked ugly about me first, and I feel, you know, it resonates with people who are like, man, this person talked down on me first and it was wrong. I know I was right. Now, if I was wrong, I admit I fucked up. I shouldn't have did that. I was wrong. I'll eat that. But when feel I'm wrongfully done, no, I'm speaking about mine, why I don't agree with or why I'm saying. I think that's what every person that's based in reality and is real and true and tried will do. No, I haven't caught Ozark. I might have to catch that. People been, telling me about so many little different things. I'm like, man, you got only so many hours in a day, but I've heard about it though. I'll definitely, matter of fact, let me put that in a mix of something else I need to look up. I mean, if any of you guys got anything that, if I ain't seen it already, I'll definitely, check it out. You know, I've been also thinking about, doing reviews on certain different movies that I feel that, need to be, you know, more in depth on. Matter of fact, one that I like, and I touched on a little bit, and it's an older movie, is They Live. But, that's on a total different level. That ain't on, I guess you could say Game. Game don't just come in, how you break abroad. Game is how you stay out the way and how you can gain intelligence to live another day. So I mean, I look at it like that. Most definitely, learning is like peeling an onion, because it's like, oh, I got a different perspective of this now. It's like a movie you watch when you was like 12, and then you make it to 22, and then you make it to 32. They're all gonna have different. You're gonna have different ways of seeing that, because you done gain intelligence through those span of 10 years and 10 years and 10 years that is totally different. So it's, yeah, it is like peeling an onion. Let me see. Write that down. Let's see. Let me see. I'm just going through, making sure I don't want to be missing y'all's comments, so I'm going back through them. Yeah, I done heard his mics on buses too. I ain't been on a bus in a minute. I mean, we got a little light rail system around here. We take that to the airport every now and then, but yeah, I could believe it. It'd be people dumb enough going on them light rails. Man, I ain't paying no fare. Then once them people get up on you, then you got to pay that big fine for jumping on that joint, for when you could have paid that little whatever it could have been, wooty wooty whatever. It's like, if you probably doing something, and the fracture, something, the lose so big, people gotta think more. It's like, man, you doing this little petty stuff, and you playing yourself totally out of pocket by doing that petty. Let me see. Okay, I think I done seen everything y'all done said. Yeah, you definitely don't want to repeat, you know, your mistakes. You know what I mean? If you done did something and you really got crucified in it, you want to pick a different route to what you're doing. That means you ain't having no luck with it. It been things I've did in the past, and you got crucified over it. Like, man, I ain't never doing that again, because it didn't go right for me. You just got to be honest with self. You may be seeing other people that's your peers that's doing real well and swell with it, but when it comes to yourself, you just got to know, like, hey, I ain't good at that. I ain't gonna lie to myself, because that's where you start going wrong. You start lying to yourself, like, man, I could do this, and you straight failing. If you see that ain't your strong point, find the strong point that you're good in. That's what it basically comes down to. Just like you were saying, elusive, like, if you want to write a book, hey, fill out the books you done read, and like, okay, this is the perspective I'm coming from. I want to come from this perspective. Hopefully I can help people in this area. I done been through this. Not most people done been through this. I done chopped it up with people, and they've been mesmerized in what I done, had to say on a certain issue. If I could get them, to take time out their day. Just think, if I put this into book form, and I find some type of publishing company to pump what I got to say out, that could be lucrative for me. I can help people along the way. I'm providing a good service. You see this all the time. You see, certain people of different ethnicities, different creeds. They're going on these book tours. They getting money. That's getting money. You know, you feeding your family. I write books on this particular area. I can network. I done network with this person. They done felt what I was saying. That's what it's about. Definitely shake a hand, meet a friend. Most definitely. That's what it's about. Like I said, my channel, Too Cool to Con, is the network. I'm the network. When I say the network, I'm Johnny Carson. I don't claim Jay Leno or all these other newer ones. Johnny Carson, the originator. I want to just talk with people and talk about whatever their strong points is and what they got to offer to people. And every now and then you got to have some devil's advocate, because you can't just totally be one sided, because that's not how we are. We got both sides. We got the light and the dark in us. We got to keep the balance going. So you got to play devil's advocate on certain things to get a better perspective of where they're coming from. Just like I feel with y'all asking questions, like, well, Rick, what would you feel about this? Well, I felt you was coming from like this, and I'll give the best way that I can speak to you. But we all got those areas when someone's going like, okay, you said this and it's negative. You said that, okay, you keep going negative. Now, if I don't try to come with positive, you keep coming with negative, that's when we're gonna have to end this conversation because you're trying to spin it to just, okay, nah, I got him all, he's all going negative and he got him off his message and stuff like that. It ain't even about that. If people don't care for people, just don't deal with them. That's how I see it. But not a lot of people want to see it like that. They want to, prey on your demise and all that kind of stuff. I don't wish none of that. Just prosper in your area. I prosper in mine. Hey, we be fine. But how I also said is people that build platforms around that where people just like that. Like to me, I feel I kind of detest drama, but the media kind of reveals that to us every day. The media, social media. When I say media, it ain't just like news. It's these outlets. Just figure, look at TMZ. That they make their whole living about that. They go up to people asking people crazy questions. Oh, what do you think about this person? What do you think about this person catching the case? You think he was wrong? Why do I need to speak on someone else's situation that's going bad for them? I mean, that's where you get, well, this person said this about you, because this is what happened. They'll say that, and then they'll make another video. Well, I was just talking to the other person, and they said they felt this way about you. No, man, that's instigating. No, no. This, if you ain't got nothing cool to offer, like, I can't speak on that. That's a lot of those people that get pepper with them kind of comments, when they ask them that, I can't speak on that. That's above my pay grade. I don't want to speak on that because you're going to twist my words. You're going to cut out all the little good part I said and you're going to go right to, well, yeah, he fucked up. Oh, well, see, you said you just fucked up. No, you cut out everything I said. And I look at it like this. With me being an editor, because I'm an editor, I edit all the videos that I ever did on this channel. You can make someone sound totally crazy, or you can make them sound intelligent, or you could just, not do anything. Well, a lot of these certain, platforms that, like I say, TMZ, they're a big media company. They can cut out things to make people sound crazy. If you ain't actually there watching the whole thing. Now, think about it like this. If, whatever celebrity, they're talking about whatever, and you're right there on the scene when this cameraman paparazzi is asking them all these questions, you may have seen it in whole and be like, okay, he said this, he said that, and they went back and forth. But once it makes it to TV and makes it on someone's phone scrolling, they only got a snippet of what they said, and that steers someone's opinion to be a certain way. That's why you be like, think about this, the one with recently with, what's that Cardi B and Offset. Why did it have to? Why did we have to know any of that? Why? To formulate opinions on certain topics that people deal with. Okay, I won't address the issue, but I'll just address it as people. Okay, your girl is cheating, and you're upset. I mean, you may talk to your homeboy or your guy or your brother or something like that, but you ain't going all on social media getting all these unknown opinions and the way in on your shit. I mean, I guess some people might do that in today's age, but it used to be only a small few that would know about certain situations like that. But now it's on the grand scale and everybody got an opinion about everything. And it shouldn't be like that. Just like, man, they situation that's kind of messed up. But, that's what you got to deal with nowadays. Like, say you trying to get at someone like, well, I seen this and they said that. That means you program. You up here talking about what some outlet like TMZ done said, and now it's affecting people in the real world because you bringing that kind of nonsense to me, and I'm supposed to react off this stuff. No, that's TV. We're living in, I look at it like this. It used to be a day and age where it was soap operas. They would come on, around noontime and then finish up around like 3 some o'clock or something like that. Now we got living soap operas. It's like they pay these celebrities to live soap opera lives, and everybody's tuned into it on a 24-hour clock because people could tweet IG all day. It ain't no certain time that stuff come on. They come on whatever moment of the day. So it's like we got real live living and real time soap operas going. These people are under contracts. Think about it like this. All those people that are entertainers, they got a contract they got to uphold. You got to, draw in this amount of money. And if you're not, you're blacklisted, A lot of people don't think about it like they're in real life. No, they're at their job. It ain't no mystery. Or think about it like this: if you had if you're a regular person and your girl or your man is a big time artist, you think you just gonna walk up on a stage and do with all this? No, this is all staged. Because if you try to do that, like, what are you doing? I'm security. You can't come in here. Police gonna be like, what you doing? You're going to jail. But if it's staged, they're letting you do all these things, and all these props is ready to say whatever message go out to the masses, and the camera is placed proper right, showing everything. Come on, this is all staged. They want people to buy into ideology, and I ain't with that. That's why probably a lot of my stuff on my channel been, a lot of my views. It ain't because people's not watching, because I got a lot of you people are subscribed that are happening to get the notifications for these particular videos. But I don't deal in the salaciousness of this drama. So with that being said, it's like, well, Reek's talking about something that kind of doesn't go along with the narrative of, keeping people asleep. So with that being said, we're gonna, and especially now with the algorithms, it's not just a few people monitoring certain channels. It's algorithms, it's computer programs that, okay, he done said this many words, and these many words don't line up to the particular message that we want to disseminate. So we'll trail his particular views down, because if I have to screenshot some of them, but a lot, like if I do certain videos or if I do live streams, they'll show the graph in the creator studio like they're going up, and then abruptly it's like a automatic slash to go down. That doesn't happen normally. It happens because a computer algorithm that knocked off the notifications going out, people being able to find a certain videos because I'm on their platform. Basically, if you're not playing by our program, you're basically not gonna see the light of day of all these propagated different responses. Yes, and that definitely is all acting. A lot of people don't know. A lot of young minds just think, oh no, I don't have. See, this is what makes it believable, because these people are going through, like say a young mind, fresh out of high school. They're going through those kind of scenarios in their little world. So when they see it on a silver screen, the stage, on their phone or whatever, well, man, that resonates with me. So that makes you be able to, feed into it. Versus you start talking about something that's, okay, they're speaking kind of truth, like my moms and my pops and my grandparents. I kind of don't want to hear that. I want to hear the salacious that get me drawn in, and they know this. That's why they do what they do. Yeah, that's how it be. People start following your page. Matter of fact, I don't notice, like, if you got a situation going on, if it's some type of drama of some type, that them numbers be skyrocketing because people want to hear, well, what's he gonna say? What's this person gonna say about this person? This person gonna say this. What are they gonna come back? That drama, it sells, it does numbers, but to me, that's just translating bad energy, and I have to say, I've been a part of it, and I ain't want to be a part of it, but it's like, you're voicing your opinion. It ain't. I don't mean to come off like this. I'm just telling it straight, like how I know it. But that is drama, and drama sells. I don't like to talk about that. I'd rather talk about some issues that's actually, imparting some type of truth to someone that they could be like, okay, I ain't gonna take Reek's word. I'm gonna go research this. I ain't gonna take whoever he got on word. I'm gonna go research this. That's what I want people to do. I want people to do more research versus, okay, take my word verbatim for whatever I'm saying, and you running with it. Or if you done seen it, then it's like, oh, I could understand it because I done seen what he talking about. I could believe you from that standpoint because I done seen it, what you're speaking of. Most definitely, most definitely. Solid pages will reach, who they need to reach. Like I said, I check out everybody. I try to get a a grasp of where people are coming from. Some people, you just it don't resonate. And if you don't resonate, you just back away from it. I don't gotta, oh, I don't like what you're saying, and I'm gonna put all this I mean, what's that gonna do? We're in a day and age of if you say something negative, or it don't even have to be negative. It could be just like you just don't agree with it. They'll take that, oh, you're hating, and block it anyway. So why even say anything if you feel, their message, this is what their message is. You're not gonna change no person by just saying, oh, you need to do this. That's just how they are. So if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Back away. I can't watch that because I ain't going through that. I'm not feeling where they coming from. But I done been on here 61 minutes. I'm glad that y'all done came in and chimed in. And you see the name of the particular live stream, particular video. It's never scripted. I go, it ain't no script. We talking about whatever on here. Whatever you bringing up, whatever we interacting, responding to. That's what it's about. I mean, yeah, I do have topics that I do, but when I do these live streams, they're freestyle. Like I said, you may have heard other people say, "Oh, it's freestyle." To me, myself, I feel I invented that freestyle when it comes to live streaming. But there's others out there that claim that they done did that, but that's them. Yeah, the troll thing is real deep. I I mean, my page, shoot, come next year, my page has been up for 10 years, 10 years strong. I might have to do something special for 10 years strong. You see, once you become a creator and you start putting content, people, they copying what you're doing. Matter of fact, I got a punk ass, I had to put it like this, a punk ass motherfucker that goes through some of my old videos and he'll post it up on IG. And like he done did this shit. I done got these interviews. This motherfucker posting it up like it's his, not showing where he done got it from. He claiming it's ism, but also plagiarism got ism in it. So he's coming from the plagiarism, not the ism. It's the plagiarism. I don't got no love for no punk motherfuckers like that. If you're gonna take something, just say I got this from here. That's showing love. If just like your channel, if I seen some of yours, I'm gonna say, hey, go to his channel. You need to check out his channel and see what he's talking about. Versus, okay, let me take a snippet out what he's saying and then repurpose it and not telling the person and just make it seem like you did that shit. That's a weak punk motherfucker. And I wish they'd come and say something. I wish you come in the comments and say something about that. And I don't like to get like that, but I don't like people stealing other people's content. That shit is not cool at all. Tell where you got it from. That's a real motherfucker right there when you do that. Like, man, I got it from here. You need to check this person out. Don't try to repurpose something and make it seem like you did it. That's a weak motherfucker. But hey, I don't want to get on that. I don't use too many explicits. They done probably counted that. Oh, Rick done cussed about 15 times and he done said these kind of slurs, and we got to make his trail his view count down just because of that. Because that's the day we live in now. But hopefully y'all checking again. Hopefully, Friday I always try to post up, a new video of some type of the Lions Den, and hopefully you get to check that out. If you ain't checked out any of my old content, go to there. Go to the playlist. I got from Pinky to Jay Styling to Mitchell Schlick. I got all kind of people I done did interviews with. The late great Reek Daddy from out Vallejo. I mean, check all the content out. It's there for you. And I'm out.